why you are so emotional. Why are you such an emotional roller coaster all the time? And what can you do about it? Well, this video is going to be possible reasons that you are so emotional all the time. I'm not going to try to claim that I know everybody's reason for why they're emotional. But I'll tell you what, if you follow the advice that I give you in this video, it'll help pretty much anybody for whatever reasons that you are experiencing emotional roller coasters. The steps in this video, I think you will still find useful. I think they will still assist you in feeling at least a little better. But I'm going to go out on a limb and guess that for most people, the steps in this video are going to be a big help. And this video in particular are things that you can do physically to feel better. So often what I talk about is mindfulness and how to stay out of the ego energetically and increase your consciousness. But you know what? If you don't take care of your body and your brain too, right? Your physical brain, it's going to make you cranky and tired, and you're going to be going through ups and downs. So this is a big thing, guys. And I've made other videos about this. There's another video on one of my playlists. I think it's on the True Spiritual Journey playlist called The 5 Daily Habits to Align with Your Soul. But this one, I'm going to go a little deeper, guys. And I want to assure you that if you follow the physical actions, the doing, the physical actions in this video, you will notice results. You will feel better. And I just want to preface what I'm going to tell you by pointing this out first. You got to play the long game, guys. You got to play the long game with what I'm going to tell you today, what I'm going to share with you. You got to play the long game. If you try this for a day or two, and then you go back into old cycles, old patterns, don't come crying to me. You got to be consistent. But I'll tell you what, if you do this for about a week, it'll automatically be easier and easier and easier for you to keep doing this. So if you can get through this on your own using sheer willpower, just straight old-fashioned discipline, by the end of the first week, you're going to want to keep doing this. And a week is a pretty small commitment. You can do that. You can do that, guys. It doesn't matter where you're at in your journey or how you're feeling. You can do this, okay? You know, give yourself that little pep talk right there. You can do this. I got this, right? Tell yourself that because it's easy, guys. A week is nothing. So here's the problem that people encounter with their physical body that keeps them on an emotional roller coaster. And I went through this same thing even after my forced awakening started to take off. I was always battling myself in different ways, and it all came down to what I was doing with my physical body. You got to stop overstimulating yourself, first of all. You got to stop overstimulating yourself. We're going to talk a lot about that in this video. The other thing that you need to start doing is, you know, the obvious things of like, get enough sleep and sleep on a consistent schedule. And this isn't your mom lecturing you. This is pretty standard medical doctor advice. This is what a conventional doctor is going to tell you. The body wants consistency. You got to sleep on a regular schedule. So every day you're going to go to bed at the same time and you're going to get up at the same time. And the average adult needs at least 7 hours of sleep. I sleep 8. And I go to bed at the same time every day, and I get up at the same time every day, and I don't hit the snooze button and go back to sleep. Sometimes I lay there for 5 minutes first, and I listen to my mind. And it's interesting too. Sometimes I'll get little like telepathic visions, like my spirit guides, they'll communicate with me, right? But after a week or two of doing this, any telepathy or intuition that you're trying to foster, it's going to just work better for you guys. This is a process, and you have to allow yourself to adjust to this organically, and it takes time. Don't expect results in 2 days. You got to play the long game, guys. At minimum 1 week. And if it's telepathy and intuition that you want to enhance, you can't even begin to think about how to do that until it's been at least a couple of weeks. And then maybe you can focus on that stuff as a little side project. But first, you got to get your energy back up, guys. So you got to sleep. You got to sleep enough, and you got to sleep consistently. Okay, also, meditate twice a day for at least 20 minutes each time. And there's an old Buddhist saying, and I'm paraphrasing, but it goes something like, the busier you are in life, the more stuff you have to do, right? The more tasks you have, the more work you have, the busier in life that you are. Meditate for 1 hour twice a day. The less that you have to do in life, meditate for 20 minutes twice a day. And to the average Westerner, right, like Western civilization, that's like, what? Wait, if I've got more to do, I don't have time to meditate. Oh, buddy, you're the one that needs to meditate. Another thing, what you eat. Stop eating all the junk food and coffees and Red Bulls and energy drinks and stuff around the clock all day long. You got to knock that shit off. You got to eat good food, guys. I'm not your mom, but tongue-tied. But God damn it, you guys got to eat healthy, man. Why do I got to tell you this stuff? Stop eating all the junk food. You guys got to stop eating at restaurants so much, unless it's like one of those types of restaurants that's like healthy, right? Like they sell like power bowls and, you know, salads and stuff like that. One of those kind of places. But, and I'm not saying don't ever do that. You can do that occasionally, but you guys eat healthy. Whatever you think that is, everybody's got a different opinion about what that is, okay? But something that I think everybody kind of agrees on nowadays is like junk food and sweets and like lots and lots of empty carbs and stuff like that. That's all bad. And like, you know, like fried foods and like fucking pizza and I don't know. You guys, everybody in the world, I think, kind of has a sense of like what is not good food to eat. Okay, so I'm thinking we could all agree generally on what that is. But I'll tell you what else, guys. Generally speaking, you know what is always really good for any human being to eat? Fucking vegetables. Guys, you got to eat a good diet. And if you like meat, if you like, I did the keto diet for a while. I'm basically doing like the Mediterranean lifestyle now. I still eat meat, you know, but more sparingly, but I like meat a lot. Last night, I had pizza, and I don't do that very often. So that's what I'm talking about is you don't do that very often, but you can. But for the most part, guys, you know, eat a lot of vegetables, drink a lot of water, drink enough water. Okay, enough about that. Now, here's the big thing that I wanted to talk with you about in this video. So I hope you didn't click off. You need to detox from the dopamine. You need to detox from the dopamine. You're overstimulating yourself. You're overstimulating yourself. You're overstimulating yourself. You got to shut that down, man. Cell phones. You know, they spend billions and billions and billions of dollars every year trying to figure out how to make cell phones more addictive. Social media, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok, all of those things. And I'm not even saying to not ever do those things, but guys, you got to tone it down, way down. You're on your cell phones too much. You're on the internet too much. You're watching too much TV. You got to shut down your dopamine addiction. Okay, so for real, this video is about what you can do with your physical body to give yourself more energy. Okay, and shutting down the overstimulation is huge. I probably should have talked about this one first. So if you're still watching, congratulations. Now I'm going to give you some actions that you can take to shut down the overstimulation. And remember, you guys, you got to do this for at least a week or two. After a week or two, you're going to want to keep going. Okay. And remember, you got to play the long game. And I'm talking, you know, don't come crying to me until it's been between 1 and 3 months that you don't feel better. I mean, just doing it for a week, like I said at the start, that's the initial push, okay, to kind of get the ball rolling. But you got to keep the ball rolling. Don't look at me and tell me that this isn't working for you until you've been doing this for like 3 months, dude. You got to play the long game. You got to play the long game, okay? You got to get enough sleep. You got to sleep on a consistent schedule. You got to meditate. You got to eat right, drink enough water. Exercise would be nice too. And you need to not overstimulate your fucking brain. You are part physical as long as you're incarnated here. Okay. And I don't know about you, but I'm not one of those guys that can like levitate over a bed of hot coals. I mean, my consciousness is explosive and my ears ring incessantly because my consciousness is always increasing. That's great, but I got a ways to go. This is the beginning of my spiritual journey, right? This probably is the first lifetime, maybe the third, I don't know. At least I've had past life regression done and they told me, no, you've been at this for a while. Okay. But I digress. You got to shut down the stimulation, guys, and I'm going to give you a program that you can follow to do that. You got to shut down the overstimulation. You got to limit yourself to how much time you're spending on your cell phone. Look around on like the Google Play Store and look for one of those time tracking apps to see how much time you're spending on social media, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all those, right? Don't spend any more than 20 minutes a day on those things. And that's a lot. Seriously, YouTube is one thing because you can be selective about what content you're watching and you can watch personal development videos like this one. And that's actually stuff that's good for you. But if you're watching useless joke videos and dramas and stuff like that, you know, you're going to have to just limit that, guys. No blue screen for the last hour of your day before bed, too. That's a big one. Fucking write that down. No blue screen an hour before bed every day, guys. And shut down your screen time to like 20 minutes a day. Unless you're like having to work. And by the way, this detox that I'm about to explain to you, well, I kind of already am starting to explain it to you. This dopamine detox. This will make you more motivated to work. You'll want to get out of bed and do stuff more. You got to play the long game. You got to do this for at least a week or two to get the ball rolling. And then like permanent results, like feeling like a really solid effect that you think is long lasting for the rest of your life or something like that. You got to go in all in, guys, like 3 months before you're completely like in the swing of things. You follow me? You got to play the long game. And that's just to get started. The real long game is look ahead a year, 2 years, 5 years. How are you maintaining this detox program that I'm explaining to you to keep yourself emotionally stable, to keep yourself emotionally balanced, to shut down the huge ups and downs emotionally? Right? You got to play the long game, and I mean the long game. That's the first thing you got to tell yourself about this stuff. Okay, so at least once a week, maybe twice, here's what you got to do, guys. Here's the program. And I do this right now. I'm doing this every Sunday and Wednesday for the most part, right? My especially Sundays, it is zero. My dopamine stimulation is zero on Sunday. And I mean, it is absolute zero. Wednesdays, it's extremely minimal, okay? So I'm going to tell you what you got to do at least once a week. Twice would be better. You're going to do a hard reset, dopamine detox. At least once a week, guys. At least once a week. And then I'm going to tell you what you can do on a daily basis. For example, not using your cell phone or the computer for more than 20 minutes, unless it's to work. Or watch personal development stuff. And even still, if you're watching personal development stuff, tamp it down to like an hour, hour and a half, right? Okay, so at least once a week, here's what you're gonna do. And Sundays, you know, it's probably the best day, right? No phone at all, no texting, no phone calls, no Facebook. You're just gonna have to ignore those texts. But this text is really important, Kurt. Well, okay, I can't make you do this detox. If you're not going to do this detox properly, I can't make you do it. That's all I got to say to that. If you're going to start making excuses right off the bat, you guys are going to have to shut the excuses down. You need to stay off the fucking cell phone all day on Sunday, period. Or whatever day you pick. At least 1 day a week. 2 is better. Don't answer any text messages. But what if it's really important? What if this, what if that? You're not going to fucking die, guys, if you don't answer a text message. There's not going to be an earthquake, meteors, asteroids showering down, destroying the human race if you don't answer a fucking text message for an entire day. I mean, what did we ever do before cell phones? How primitive human beings were before we had cell phones. Come on. No cell phone for the whole day. Zero. Just shut the damn thing off and throw it in a drawer. Seriously, no cell phone. Zero. No computer. No gaming. Zero. Zero. All right. Okay. Next thing, and you're going to laugh at this one, but a lot of people, most people do this, right? No looking at porn and no getting freaky with yourself. No looking at porn and no self-satisfaction in the bed, if you know what I'm talking about, okay? Do not be self-servicing or looking at porn. No stimulation, guys. This is exactly what we're going for. For the whole entire day, you're going to do a hard reset. Hard reset at least once a week. I'll just do it for half the day. No, you do it for the entire day. You're either going to do this right or not do it at all, guys. And again, this is worth it. Well, what am I going to do then, Kurt? I don't know, meditate all day like a good spiritual person? Everybody watching, you're on a spiritual journey. Yeah, I want you to meditate all day uninterrupted. And I mean, no holds barred. No stimulation, guys. No drugs, no smoking of any substances or taking any substances except for your prescriptions that you need, right? Prescription drugs, right? If you got a headache, take aspirin or Tylenol or whatever you do. I'm talking about like stimulants, drugs, right? None of that. No coffee or tea. No coffee or tea. Maybe 1 cup of coffee in the morning, but that's it. 1 cup in the morning to wake up. That's it. Not even decaf, guys. No stimulating food. No stimulating food either. Eat a salad. Eat plain eggs, scrambled eggs with no salt or pepper or salsa or cheese or anything on them. Right? Eat a bowl of cornflakes. Don't put any fruit in there. Eat a bowl of Cheerios, nothing in it. No stimulating food. Now, what can you do? Well, it depends. How far do you want to go? Because right now what I'm talking about is kind of a, like if you're afraid to go all the way, like a beginner, right? Like I'm just starting out with this. What can I do if I'm going to do it the beginner way? Well, you could go for a walk. You can't talk to any people. You can't talk to any people. But Kurt, I've got roommates. I live with my family. Here comes a million excuses. Guys, do the best you can. Lock yourself up in your room. Go sit downstairs. Tell your family what you're doing and ask them if they'll please leave you alone as much as possible. Right? I understand some of you have kids to take care of and stuff. Just do the best you can, guys. Do the best you can. You don't have to do this perfectly. Just do the best you can, guys. Okay, you can listen to mild music. You can listen to mild music. So no phone, no computer, no gaming, no porn or masturbation, no drugs, no stimulating food, no coffee after your morning cup, and no talking to people. Write those things down. No phone, no computer, no gaming, no porn or masturbation, no drugs, no stimulating food, no coffee or tea except for your morning cup, and no talking to people. What you can do is listen to like meditation music without talking, just music, just chill meditation music, right? Instrumental only, no voices, no people giving you meditation instructions, right? Ishq, 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 look them up. Dead Can Dance, Dead Can Dance. I think they're singing, which Dead Can Dance, that's one thing, but this is like the only kind of music, right? Just any meditation music that doesn't really have like a guided meditation component, right? Talking. And maybe not like, just try to avoid like deeply moving music. Music that is emotionally stimulating. It needs to be very meh, very zen, very even. That's why I said Dead Can Dance, right? And Dead Can Dance is good. It's inspiring and stuff, but it's not like you're not going to have like a romantic emotional response or something like that, right? It's not going to be like a really deeply intense emotional experience. It might make you feel peaceful. Dead Can Dance, Ishq. Go check out Ishq. I've got several playlists on my channel with meditation music and Ishq. I've got a Zen playlist and an Ishq playlist. If you want to take a look around for some ideas, listen to there's an old Pink Floyd album called Meddle, Meddle. Go listen to that one. Just that one. Okay, you also can read books. You also can read books. But try to pick something, read like one of the books that we talk about on this channel, right? Read something from Heart Math, the Heart Math Institute, or read like one of Greg Braden's books, or read just anything about spiritualism or spirituality or related topics, extraterrestrials, I don't know, right? Or Eckhart Tolle or Michael Singer or whatever. Shakti Gawain, right? Shakti Gawain, I think it's Gawain, Shakti Gawain. Okay, journaling, going for walks, exercising, journaling, going for walks, exercising. These are all cool. These are all thumbs up. Now, if you want to take it up a notch, if you want to do the hardcore dopamine detox, and you might try what I just described, and I gave you a list of what you can and cannot do. You can start that way for the first 2 dopamine detoxes that you do. The first 2 times you do this for a whole day, right? And then the 3rd time, maybe take it up a notch. So now the hardcore dopamine detox, and you should love doing this. You should love meditating all day, guys, and nothing else without any brain stimulation. Be a spiritual person. Come on. Be a spiritual person. You only got to do this once a week, and I'm telling you, it's going to make you feel so fabulous for the rest of the week. Okay? And then again, we're going to talk about maintenance. What do I do at all the other days? Right? I got to do like at least a little bit of a detox every day. We'll talk about that. Okay. So you want to take it up a level, right? Here's all the things that you cannot do. No phone, no computer, no gaming, no porn or masturbation, no drugs, no stimulating food, no coffee or tea, not even 1 cup in the morning, no talking with people, no reading books, no music. You can eat plain food, you can do journaling, you can take walks, and you can exercise. And if you want to go really hardcore, you can cut everything out except for food, maybe. So no exercising, taking walks, or journaling either, right? You got to go like fucking hardcore Yoda style. Serious. Do this once a week for an entire day. Don't just like, oh, I'll start at noon. In the morning, I'm going to do what I always do and get on Facebook for an hour and a half, drink 4 cups of coffee, and then I'll start doing the detox. No, that's a stupid idea, because then you're going to have your brain all activated. Don't do that. It's just one day, guys. You're not going to die tomorrow. You got decades left on your life, okay? It's 1 fucking day a week. And again, play the long game, guys. Trust me. Just trust. You're gonna feel better. You're gonna feel great. You're gonna feel terrific, okay? Your brain is fucking overstimulated. You got to shut that down, guys. Your brain is overstimulated. You got to shut that down. You got to shut that down. Now, that's the detox. That's the hard reset that you're going to do at least once a week, every week for the rest of your life. Play the long game, guys. And again, don't come back to me until 3 months from now to tell me whether or not this is working for you. You'll know in about 3 months. The body is going to take a while to adjust to this, guys. You're going to have to push through and make yourself get used to this, but it's worth it. And you're going to feel amazing. You're going to feel terrific. Can you imagine, like, no more emotional roller coaster? Wouldn't that be nice? Or at least tamp it down, right? Like I said at the beginning, like there's some people that have other problems that are causing those things to go on, but this will definitely help. Now, here's what you can do all the other days of the week. So do a hard reset at least once a week, twice if you want to be a super badass. And like me, I do mine Wednesdays and Sundays. Wednesdays and Sundays. The rest of the days of the week, still no blue light, no cell phone, no computer, no porn or masturbation, no drugs, no stimulating food, no coffee or tea. Don't really talk to people if you don't have to. Try to avoid that. An hour before bed, read a book. Listen to not really stimulating music, like the type of Zen music we talked about earlier. Don't eat after 6:30 or 7 p.m. Don't eat any food after 6:30 or 7 p.m. I guess it depends on what time you go to bed. I go to bed at like 10:30. Don't eat any food so many hours before bed, 3 hours, 4 hours. Don't eat food. No coffee, no tea, no stimulating food. An hour before bed. You shouldn't be eating anyway, right? No cell phone, no computer. You can read a book. You can read a book. You can meditate. You can chill. You can shut down the brain and go to bed and get a good night's sleep. And then the rest of your day, what you're going to do, you're going to get up in the morning and you're going to what? Meditate for 20 minutes minimum. But I don't have time. Make time. Get out of bed earlier. But Kurt, yeah, here comes all the excuses. Okay, fine. Stay miserable. You guys got to do this shit. It works. It works. It works, guys. It works. So 20 minutes meditation, 20 minutes when you get out of bed. And then lunchtime, what are you going to do? You're going to meditate for 15 minutes. You're going to stop working. Don't work on your lunch break. Take your lunch break. Meditate for at least 10 or 15 minutes. Take your full lunch break. Don't work. And that means I'm not paying bills and running errands and shit too. Try to avoid that. I know there's going to be times when you have to do that. I get it. Everything closes at 5 o'clock and maybe you get off at 5 o'clock and it's like, well, fuck, I'm going to have to do this, my lunch break, but just try to avoid that, guys. Take your break. Take your break. Go read a book. Go meditate. Go chill. Right? Don't look on your cell phone during your lunch break. Very important. That's the most important part of this. This is your maintenance. This is your maintenance schedule. Okay? No cell phone. No cell phone. No cell phone on your lunch break. When you get home, meditate for 20 minutes. No cell phone for the first hour and a half while you're at home. No television, no computer, first hour and a half. Meditate for the first 20 minutes while you're there. Cook dinner, listen to non-stimulating music while you cook dinner. Eat your food. Don't be on your fucking cell phone while you're eating. Stare at the wall. Talk to your family. Take all of your cell phones and throw them in a basket or in the fucking drawer. Talk to your family. God forbid you have a relationship with your family. Okay, you got to take your cell phone usage down to like almost nothing. Do you really need Facebook? But Kurt, I got to stay connected to all my friends. Okay, fine. I have all my friends on Facebook too. But you know what? I don't ever talk to any of them. I mean, it's people that I've known since grade school and shit like that, right? I'm not on there posting shit all day, talking to them. If somebody wanted to get a hold of me, they could. And so I keep my profile active in case someone wants to private message me or something, right? But that's pretty much it. You guys got to stop overstimulating your brain. It's too much. It's too much. The dopamine. It's not good for you guys. It kills your motivation to do things like do your job. You might actually want to go to work. You might actually like your job by the time you're in the swing of things with this, right? You might actually be enjoying that. You'll want to do things around the house. You guys got to slow shit down and you got to shut down the overstimulation, especially the fucking cell phone. That's some really bad news. Ha! All right, you guys, I'm out. I hope this helps. Try it out, guys. Just try it. Just try it for 3 months. Just try it. You'll thank me later.